This morning I'm going to be climbing up Helvellyn, and I'm going to be going up Striding Edge. Alright, wait a minute, need to find out where the path is first, don't we? I'll be with you in a minute. It's always well to have a compass and a map with you, but my map reading skills are sometimes not the best, and I never really got proficient with using a compass when I used to do the Duke of Edinburgh Award scheme. I can kind of just about get by with it, but I find having a mobile phone that tells me where I am for it more useful. So I'm starting out this morning from Glenridding, which is in the Patterdale area. There's different ways of getting up Helvellyn, but from this side you get to do the fun bit. You get to go up Striding Edge, whereas if you're coming from the other side, I mean, it's a pleasant enough walk, but it doesn't have the excitement of Striding Edge. I used to call Glenridding Glenridding for many years because I didn't know any better, till it was pointed out to me that I was saying it completely wrong. But I've got a tendency to mispronounce a lot of names in the Lake District. I've never called Keswick though, but for a long time I used to call it Scafell Pike rather than Scafell, and you know, that kind of thing. Right, so I think we're on the right path. I've done this walk a couple of times, but you forget, don't you? It's been a few years since I've done this, and one of the main reasons for doing it today is because I'm a boy with a toy. I've got a newish GoPro Hero 9, and I think it's going to look really spectacular when we're going up Striding Edge, so I want to show it off a little bit really. It's still quite early in the morning, and there's cloud up on the top of Helvellyn, which I think there's a good chance of it clearing as we get nearer the top, so it could be quite spectacular today. I've parked in the main car park and paid to park. There are places in Glenridding where you can park for free, but I know if I was a local I wouldn't be very keen on it, and want to support the national park and the Lake District as much as possible. Certainly a place such as Glenridding, which, I mean, you probably remember in 2015, was it Storm Desmond, was it, I think, that devastated the whole area. I remember that on the news, and bridges being washed away, and so they've had it fairly tough, and we're just coming out of COVID now as well, so I just feel it's only fair to put a little bit back into the community if possible. So the walk's going to be in a horseshoe formation, like a lot of the walks in the lakes. We're going to be going up Striding Edge onto the top of Helvellyn, and then we'll come down the other ridge, Swirral Edge I think it's called, and then that'll fetch us back down to this path that I'm on now and take us back down to the car at Glenridding. Just taking a little bit of a breather. Thought, have a look at this. So you see this each year, there's always signs up because people presume that their dog's the one that won't get off the lead and won't worry sheep. We used to have a Springer, and he was quite a clueless dog really, Paddy. He never used to notice sheep, but always keep him on the lead near them because you just never know, do you? You know, I'll promise myself I'm not going to start ranting on this about all the things that I think are wrong in the world. Now, this is going to be a nice trip, and we're just going to say lovely things, all positive. So if there are any grumps after this, I'll probably edit them out. I've decided, well, there's a choice, isn't there, when you do these kind of things. You can either be completely honest, or you can edit it out to make yourself look great or in your best light. Well, I decided to be honest with these. I was that busy focusing on speaking to the camera that I took the wrong turning fairly quickly, and I've done that before as well, so I should have learned from a mistake. The signs are down at the minute. That's no excuse. I should have looked on my phone. It told me exactly where I was. So if you just remember, keep going to the right. Every time you're climbing, you're probably going in the right direction. So I ended up following the path that takes you down by the river and the stream, and going the opposite way around, really. So anyway, I'm back on track now. So let's continue. Just stopping to catch my breath. So that's Glenridding and Hullswater behind. Getting my first view of Helvellyn. So still got some cloud cover, and it looks as if there's still some snow right on the very top. So I was posing the question as to whether Helvellyn's going up Striding Edge is likely to be too challenging for the average walker. Well, I'm the average walker. I've done it a couple of times and it's been fine. You sometimes see the videos that are posted, and it's people using wide angle cameras. It makes it look very impressive, which it is, but it's not half as scary as it can appear when you see some of these impressive bits of footage. I think it's important to do it at the right time of year, so make sure that the weather's likely to be okay, although you can never tell in the lakes fully. Make sure you've got the right gear with you, somebody knows where you are, and if you're going up Striding Edge, you can always chicken out. There is a path that goes around the edge. You don't have to go right over the top, so you've got that option. It's a couple of days since I walked the Yorkshire Three Peaks with my wife, and there's another video of that, so please check it out. I would say I thought I was fully recovered, but I still feel it on my legs a bit. I don't think I've done enough stretching. Oh yeah, I forgot. I said I wasn't going to whinge, didn't I? So I'll stop again. Down there is Red Tarn that lies at the foot of Helvellyn, and this just ahead of us here is Striding Edge that takes you up onto the top. Well, I can see the top of Helvellyn now. I can see at least a dozen people up on the top. If I do decide to go up, then I think I'm going to take the easy path. feels a bit safer. Yeah, I have to save the dramatic shots for another day. At least I'll get back in one piece this way. And not end up being another news story. So this is Striding Edge here. So when the weather's nice, well, it's not snowing like this in the sun actually. You go up over the top of the same behind me, but today I'm just going on the path that goes around the edge. Just have a little climb here, just show you what it looks like. What it's like actually on the edge. As you can see, there's quite a drop in both directions. Right, we'll check it out now and go back to the safe path. It's fairly safe on this path, as long as you're careful. The weather's not so bad. There's a light wind, it's a sunny day. Just have to take it slowly and not take any risks. Well, first Striding Edge behind me. We appear to be at the top of Helvellyn, so I made it. This is the third highest mountain in England after Scafell Pike and Scafell. There's a few people up here, not many. And this is the mountain where in the 1920s somebody landed a plane on the summit of it. But seems completely insane to me. But it's a beautiful day, so you can look behind me. You can see over to the Langdales. And over in that direction is Fairfield and the Fairfield Horseshoe. Oh, there's a shelter up here on the top, so I think I'm going to stop, have a couple of chocolate bars and then start heading back down around the other side.